Scientific Revolution by Gretchen Brown. The scientific revolution came about when we were no longer considered the center of the universe, but instead just another planet orbiting the sun. This led to a change of moral and religious beliefs, as well as the scientific theory. This revolution started in 1543 in Europe. The 16th and 17th century philosophers were rethinking previous theories from the ancient world. Philosophers had to use older ideas and knowledge, as well as new findings. This revolution changed mathematics, physics, astronomy, and other scientific ideas, which led to new ideas about the universe. Nicholas Copernicus. Copernicus was a Polish astronomer that lived from 1473 to 1543. He published On the Revolutions of the Heavenly Spheres in 1543. He wrote about Ptolemaic system. The Ptolemaic system used mathematical calculations to determine that the Earth is the center of the universe, also called geocentrism. Many believed that there were spheres of Earth, the Moon, Sun, other planets and stars, and then the realm of God and the angels. However, this was wrong and had many flaws. First off, the motion of the planets proved this system wrong. They accounted for the motion with epicycles. However, this was not precise. Copernicus adopted a new theory, using some elements of the Ptolemaic system. He named his theory the heliocentric model, or aka the sun-center model. His theory that the Earth circled the sun in a circle was no more accurate. The major impact of his work was that it proved more flaws in the Ptolemaic system. His work encouraged others to disprove the Ptolemaic system as well. Tycho Brahe. The next major philosopher was a Danish astronomer named Tycho Brahe, who lived from 1546 to 1601. Brahe made observations from his observatory on the island of Hven. He completely rejected Copernicus' theory and advocated for the concept that the sun was the center of the universe. He made accurate observations with the naked eye with the use of a few of his inventions. One of his inventions was made to measure the coordinate of the planets and stars in the sky. He called it the equatorial armillary. Another important invention was his appendices that measured elevations of objects in space. His observations on Mars later helped ideas about planetary motion. He realized that planets spun in ellipses, not circles. His observations of a supernova were also very significant, so significant that he has his own supernova named after him. Johannes Kepler. After Brahe's death, his observation came into the hands of Johannes Kepler. Kepler was a German astronomer that lived from 1571 to 1630. Kepler believed in Copernicus' model but was influenced by Renaissance Neoplatonists. Kepler realized that for the sun to be at the center, he must disprove Copernicus. Brahe's observations said that the orbits were elliptical. Kepler wrote his book On the Motion of Mars in 1609. He used both major philosophers' theories to solve the problems of the orbits of planets. Kepler invented 3 laws of planetary motion. His first law stated that all planets move in an ellipse around the sun. His second stated that the radius connecting a planet to the sun covers equal area in equal time. The third law stated that the revolutions of the planets are proportional to the mean distances from the sun. Galileo Galilei. Galileo Galilei was an Italian scientist that turned a telescope to the heavens. He is considered the father of modern science. With the new invention of the telescope, he saw stars, craters on the moon, moons orbiting planets, and more. No one knew how complex heaven, or space as we know it now, was. However, this didn't disprove the previous theories or prove another theory. Some of Galileo's friends refused to use the telescope because it questioned the teachings of the church and past theories. He discovered that Jupiter had moons, and later named them. He made new observations about Saturn's rings, Venus's phases, and the rugged lunar surface. All of these philosophers helped gain new knowledge and observations about science, physics, astronomy, mathematics, and more, which led to the modern scientific ideas. Their ideas and invention changed the world view about science and resulted in the modern science we know today.